Welcome to the second review of the Dinosaur miniseries on Netflix. I decided to put the second, third and fourth episode together into one video because all the episodes have the same positive and negative points. If you want to see my review of the first episode, click on the button appearing now. The series continues with the chronologic storytelling. The second episode is called Conquest and plays during the Jurassic period. The third and the fourth episode take place in the Cretaceous period and are called Empire and Fall. The best things in this series are, as I told you in the first review, the shown species. Most of them are not common in other paleo documentaries. This is very refreshing. We see Massospondylus, Volcanodon, Heterodontosaurus, Euchirenius, to say some of them. Of course, there are also more common animals shown. First, I picked the Heterodontosaurus to go more in detail with some aspects and some scenes of this series. Heterodontosaurus is named like that because of its heterodont dentition. There are several types of teeth in its jaws. This is very special for a reptile. In the dinosaur series, Heterodontosaurus has cheek pouches. The anatomy of the skull gives hints that this in reality may have been present in this species. In the scenes with Mamenchisaurus, I ask myself if it's correct that these animals can raise their heads vertically like shown in the series, or if its neck was more horizontally carried. Recent studies say that it was not flexible enough to rise up like a giraffe as it's shown in this series. In the third episode, they talked about the Green Revolution. This is a term I never heard before. In science, this period is called the Angiosperm Terrestrial Revolution. It marks the rapid rise and diversification of the flowering plants. This enabled co-evolution of pollinator insects, birds and mammals. And now watch this. There is a Nodosaurus-like ankylosaur diving in a pond. I really like this idea, but I didn't find any hints or information that these animals showed this behavior in the real life. Next, there was a scene with Spinosaurus. This scene shows how Spinosaurus hunts a shark. It behaves bird-like. The Spinosaurus rests still until a shark approaches and then catches it, as if a heron catches a fish. But what do you think? How can the Spinosaurus have its snout as long as in the scene into water without drowning? Let's do a quiz now. Is it because Spinosaurus has a lot of myoglobin in its blood to store oxygen, like today's marine mammals do it? Does it have its nostrils not at the tip of the snout, but more caudal towards the eyes, so that it can breathe during waiting on the fish? Or did it breathe with its mucous membrane in the mouth, like today's amphibians do it with its skin? The correct answer is the Spinosaurus adapted to its lifestyle by placing the nostrils back, so that the nostrils are placed in the middle of the skull and not on the tip of the nose, like in other theropod dinosaurs. Like this, Spinosaurus breathes during waiting on a fish. The fourth and last episode is all about the extinction of the dinosaurs. I learned that the asteroid which crashed with Earth origins from the asteroid belt in between Jupiter and Mars. And suddenly there was this scene. It's tragic for the pterosaur but it looks funny. It's almost slapstick comedy. I let this stand for itself. At the end, the circle closes and we get a summary of the whole documentary. So, what is my final opinion of this mini-series? The series is very superficial and it's made for watcher who don't know much about this topic. For a paleo-interested person like me, there is not much new to learn. The series is easy to digest dino entertainment. Would I recommend it? Yes, because for the majority of the Netflix watchers, this is for sure interesting and there are cool animals shown. It looks real and the animations are solid. The design of the animals, it's not extraordinary creative, it's more boring, and the series tries to capture the watcher with emotions. But could it be concurrence for the Walking with Dinosaurs documentary? No. The Walking with series feels more real. But what makes the Walking with series so special and iconic, and that it aged so well? First of all, the score, the music of it, the soundtrack. The composer, Ben Bartlett, he wrote some masterpieces. The soundtrack makes me goosebump. The scenes of Walking with Dinosaurs are filmed all around the world with natural light. Like this, it doesn't look as sterile as today's productions. Computer technique is not as good in Walking with Dinosaurs as it is today. In close shots, they built animatronics to have a more realistic look. And I think the biggest point which makes Walking with Dinosaurs and the whole Walking with series for me the best is nostalgia. When I first saw Walking with Dinosaurs, I was 5 years old. Everyone talked about this series because something like this was never seen before. I rewatched this series 1,000 times. The Walking with series was beside a specific museum in Switzerland the foundation of my love to prehistoric life. So what do you think of the Dinosaur series on Netflix? If you want, write some comments and let me know.